And then for the side of PSG.LGD, what is the game plan for them? Obviously, the big thing is going to be able to make enough space so that way the Pudge can get the Ags online, but also, you know, making sure that they can keep the sniper as far back as possible so he can just plink out the damage.
Similarly, I think the lane of Dawnbreaker is going to be very important. Like, can she get a lot done together with the Dawnbreaker, the Marcy combo? It's a very strong brawly lane if they're going to put those two together, which I suspect. And are they going to be able to use the Dawnbreaker ulti very frequently in this game? Can Xingqiu find his rotations? That will be the kind of key pivot point for them to play around.
All right, well, seems like this game has a lot of potential, a lot of possibilities in the way that it can go down, and I'll be very interested to see, you know, if Gaimin Gladiators, because we haven't had a lot of chances to see them since, you know, they didn't do a lot with LAN recently, so very curious to see how they're going to stand up against PSG.LGD as we do end up getting into this game.
Yeah, let's see how the teams are going to address the start of the game here. Both of them are going with the classic smoke out and get on the map. So not going to see any slow play here. We have wards coming out. No move for first blood on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, but maybe we will see LGD go for a first blood attempt here even. With the 5 heroes they have, they're pretty strong. Hook is available, he has it ready.
There's like this one little position that you can get in over here in the corner where you can actually block them in if you get that hook off.
Yep, there is exactly where Nothing to Say is standing right now. You can do that.
Looks like they're not taking the bait though. Drop a sentry. Move forward a little bit.
30 seconds.
Like Gaimin Gladiators though, they're pretty spread out.
Yeah, they spread out to just go many different places. They blocked the small camp on bottom. They placed some ward up top, just trying to cover a big area. And they also stuck around mid to try and find any bit of information on what LGD are up to.
Xingqiu moving forward. Do you see the 3 over on the side of Gladiators?
The battle begins.
They're gonna back off on the side of PSG.LGD.
Yeah, so Ace with a nice little steel bottom. Gonna make sure that it's an advantage here from the start for Gaimin Gladiators.
I like their little notice me with the sticker. Very cute.
Good luck, have fun from Tofu. Very mannered team.
Very wholesome. You love to see it. Okay, so the Dawnbreaker lane is going to be something very important here. Do have a lot of... It's a very scary lane, honestly, with the Marcy and the Dawnbreaker.
Oh, Xingqiu, be careful.
Xingqiu just feeling like he can be very powerful. Looks like it's going to have to hide in the tree line. A lot of pressure being placed on Duraccio while this is happening. Need one more hit to get the first blood, and it is going to go over to Duraccio. Faith Yan just not quite ready, I think, for that kind of aggression. I think that's a move that you make maybe at second level when you have a point in the Starbreaker. I don't know. It feel a bit odd to you.
Yeah, I think level two power spike is massive here for LGD, but level 1 they're actually quite weak. Into the ignite and the triple race, you have to respect SF. You can't just walk up like that.
Well, maybe it's the psychological damage, you know, in the sense of like, wow, they are being, you know, very aggressive and powerful, but Gaimin Gladiators staying cool, calm, and collected, making sure that they can get the first blood.
Yeah, very good start for SF on this lane now. You know, on bottom lane, the Broodmother doing alright as well, but the Pudge should be winning this lane. He should have an advantage, quite clearly, I would say. Oh, this is dangerous.
The pressure again. Doesn't manage to land the hook. He's doing a decent amount, though. Should be able... No, they're actually going to be able to keep Ace alive.
Too bad there. He tried. He did cancel the hook a little bit and then tried to go for the second fake, but Ace wasn't having any of it. Good jukes by the little spider.
I don't know if you call that a little spider. That's a pretty big one here.
Yeah, he has the best Broodmother set in Dota.
Get some tips coming out, and looks like in the top lane, Shinky just gonna poke Celery a little bit, try to make him take some damage from the creeps. That's a couple of the body blocks. It's pinging out to Faith Beyond. Hey, look what I caught. Throw out the hammer, and they should be able. Oh, nope, won't be able to get out of this one. I thought for a second maybe he would be able to cancel out the Starbreaker, but Faith Beyond wisely holding on to it a little bit longer.
This is also why I'm surprised to see the Ogre, by the way. Like, Ogre is not very tanky anymore. He's rather squishy. I say squishy, I mean, he's 6 armor, but they took away his armor, and they also decided to lower his base regen, so he struggles a bit in lane compared to what he used to.
Again. Felt like for a moment Shinky was thinking about making this move, but just happy to hit the creeps.
Have to be careful about that lane. Yeah, they're always ready to jump in with Marcy and Dawnbreaker. The two of them are certainly capable of finding kills, but I think also I'm trying to keep my eye on bottom lane quite closely, since bottom lane is this Rubik and Broodmother, they can put in quite a bit of damage. They're gonna try even.
Insatiable point here, just nibbling away over on this Pudge. He's a juicy morsel, but still gonna be able to survive.
You saw how much damage they did there, though. I don't think their intention was even to get the kill. They just brought him really low now, and now that's more time for Broodmother to CS, and tougher for Pudge to come out on lane.
Does have a ring of health though, so he's gonna be able to regen. But definitely putting that pressure on him. Top lane though, the jump onto Dirachic, and this lane is just so strong. Maybe one more hit, and Shinky will be able to provide it.
Oh, that's a terrible time to die. Now he leaves Celery alone, and they do not want to let him get this farm for free. Chasing the couriers for a little bit. It's not going to be able to chase them, though. All these creeps missed for Shadow Fiend is really sad for him.
It definitely feels bad. He is TPing back in, though, right now, and trying their best to get him back into this, but does have to be careful. Again, it's just such a potent combo with the Marcy and the Dawnbreaker. When you have these slows and stuns, it's just very difficult to lane.
Yeah, they have to try and rely on Ogre somehow to stop the Dawnbreaker from getting her full Q channel off. Mid lane we see a little bit of bullying going on over onto the Ember, but he's doing pretty well so far, despite being against the Sniper, which is hard matchup. He does have 21 CS and 4 denies against the 27 and 10, so Sniper certainly winning, but not a disaster mid lane.
And just trading those hits in the top lane. Bottom lane, though, we're seeing that Ace. We do get that telekinesis. Is gonna try to use this rot, try to protect himself as Ace continues, and it's a dead Ame, just with a Fade Bolt from Tofu.
Yeah, he goes down, the power treads on the Brood. She hits so fast. Top lane Ogre also in trouble.
Yeah, he doesn't have any mana left, so he has to be a bit careful, but looks like they're not going to go for a full dive under the tower just yet.
Yeah, they have to protect each other well there, like SF coming out and just racing, keeping his Ogre safe. Similarly, Ogre can try and protect the SF when they want.
Ooh, nice hook on Tofu. He's taking a lot of tower shots here. Not quite enough, though, to finish him off, as he does pop his wand charges to ensure he can stay alive.
Shadow Fiend has been pulled back.
Yeah, Dirachic, it's another kill. This lane just too dangerous for him, it feels. Now Celery trying to get away. They have some of these body blocks. Is he going to be able to make it out in time? One more hit. TP's behind the tower.
But it's too late.
Okay. Alright. Ooh, oh, Faith Beyond says, why'd you do that? Silly, I have a hammer.
Catch there.
Nothing to say is like, what am I supposed to do up here now? There's no one to kill.
Yeah, this gank rotation. He's also standing right on a ward, but he's here with the catapult, so they could push tower a little bit. They're trying to tank to keep the...
They were trying to make another play. They did end up landing the hook, I believe, but...
Seems like they're gonna be fine for now.
Boom, making his way up towards this top lane. 6 on line. He's hoping perhaps he can grab himself someone like Jinkyu. Courier is gonna get sniped. Let's get a couple of these slights off, and he realizes, yeah, no, we're probably not gonna do this. I'm just gonna go right back to my mid lane and make sure the sniper doesn't take my tower.
Yeah, Sniper, meanwhile, nothing to say, is just right-clicking away. Ace. Trading hits again with a Pudge here. Pudge is close to Vanguard. Once he gets that, he isn't unkillable, but he gets very, very hard to bring down. But until then, they can go on him again.
I mean, that's exactly the plan, it seems, as they'll get the lift, drag him back, and Ace is gonna nibble away on him.
Hook is gonna connect to nothing there. Not much he can do, and this start for a Pudge is absolutely disastrous. Pudge is a very strong laner, but he doesn't really sustain against the right hits here.
Oh boy, they're just charging at Celery. Does manage to go land that ignite, but Starbreaker coming through. One more hit. Fabian is dominating. And now he's got the level 6 online, so the next time that they go for a dive onto Ame or whatnot, he can show up and he can try to turn these fights around.
Both off lanes are going really, really well, and both safe lanes are struggling a little bit, but
the shrapnel, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to survive. Okay, in comes the Dawnbreaker. Sliding does end up getting the kill, but that is a +2 int over on Y, thanks to rotation from Fabian.
Very nice there by Fabian coming in. Unfortunately, they couldn't really save the sniper, but big kill over on Boom, who gets a TP bottle refill as well from Salary. Gonna be ready and in fighting shape. Oh, he might join for that. He doesn't have a spirit though, so he can't really jump over.
Top lane, the pressure being placed on Dyrachyo yet again. He just is not allowed to exist in this game. Mid lane too, they have the charge. They're chasing after Y, and they go pretty deep underneath this tower. Slight though will be able to clean up, nothing to say. Gets the kill on Celery, and now Boom is forced to just retreat.
That's some hard support right there. He managed to almost solo kill the silencer, but he leaves the last hit so that Boom can get the Sleight of Fist, get that kill, and get more momentum for himself.
I guess the thing I'm concerned about now for the side of PSG.LGD is that Ace has now got the entire lane to himself. And that means that this tower is not long for this world.
Yeah, it's gonna fall pretty soon, especially with him having both the Soul Ring and the Falcon Blade now. So he has so much mana to work with, can spawn a lot of spiders, and like you said, the tower is gonna fall immediately after this, I think. We'll just go for a tower. Or maybe not, just keep farming up a little bit more.
Massing up the spirit, the spiders.
That gives time for Pudge to come over though.
Perhaps that was the plan all along, is to wait for Ame to show up again, and then maybe go in and see if they can kill him off with the army. But they do see that Y is making his own rotation, as over here is Xinkyu is poking around a little bit too much perhaps. Dyrachyo also making this rotation,
Remnant.
should be able to finish him off with the Revenant.
Yeah, everybody enabling themselves around mid right now. Gaimin Gladiators looking like they might want to push tower, but there's level 4 shrapnel, not that easy to siege up the mid tower. And meanwhile, Pudge, feeling confident with his Vanguard, is just standing bottom. He's fine for now, but if more heroes come over, he might be in trouble.
And I like how they've got the couple spiders just over here cutting the wave, getting the vision. This one over here in particular does see that Marcy is rotating. The jump over onto Ame. They're waiting. They're holding on to the ignite. The follow-up, though, coming out from Fabian. They'll turn this back around, get the kill on Ace. Chase after Boom, and this is looking very dangerous for him right now as he's able to go to slide away, manages to land the chains over into Xinkyu. Not going to be able to go land the hook this time around, as it's a massive rotation from the side of PSG.LGD to keep Ame alive.
Yeah, they keep Ame alive and they keep the tier 1 tower alive. A huge thing to keep this objective, because once it falls, then Broodmother really takes over this part of the map. So trying to play and contest for this area is nice. I do believe, however, she's going to come right back to it. And now with Pudge being so low HP, I don't know if they can keep it much longer.
Surprised these two supports haven't smoked up over here. I guess there is that one creep chasing after Ogre right now, but would like to see them do the invasion.
Yeah, there's some aggressive drawings here going on the map. Intentions for taking over the Radiant jungle.
Smoke play over on the side of PSG.LGD though. Xinkyu making his way up towards the top area.
Yeah, he needs to go together with people though. Xinkyu can't gank alone. He needs Silencer to go with him. They could catch Dyrachyo here.
That's the hope with the rebound. They need to close the gap as quickly as possible. Looking for the dispose, followed up with the hammer, global silence, and Dyrachyo just dies again. This is his 4th death in 12 minutes.
He did die a lot, but he is also 1,000 gold ahead of the Pudge. So farm-wise, he's doing all right. The deaths really sting though. Tofu? Gets a catch here. Good sidekick.
It's gonna be the slight 4 from Boom. Ooh, a nice jump away. Gives him just a little bit of burst speed. I think they're all going to make it out on the side of PSG.LGD.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, this DD rune on Ember, along with sidekick and bloodlust as well. He right clicks really hard. They want to go and fight more with the DD rune.
I figure they probably have nothing to say, maybe in the buy angle, as we like to call it. And then forward. Boom again. We'll be able to land, but the follow-up from this Dawnbreaker will be able to turn the tide. And then the Rubik, though, having his own, getting that steal, will be able to finish off. Nothing to say. They'll end up losing Boom on the back line, but FaZe with a big hammer hits Tofu.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ace is swinging over to mid. He wants that tower.
They're trying to make use of the space because Duracho has had such difficult time. Like you said, though, you know, not too far behind in farm, but would probably love to just have a little time where he doesn't feel pressured by the side of PSG.LGD.
Yeah, he wants to take this area now that Broodmother has generated. That's the safe part of the map, so he's gonna go down here to bottom where there's no tier 1 tower, and nobody can really gank him if Broodmother is between him and them. Meanwhile, LGD going for mid.
They see a ogre all by himself, so they will help themselves for sure. Do get sidekick though picked up for Tofu, which is a pretty nice spell. I feel like all of Marcy's stuff is pretty good to steal as a Rubik.
Is under attack.
Yeah, overall it's really nice. He has a few different options, and so far he's done a good job on Tofu as well. I like the steal they did earlier on the Dawnbreaker ulti. That was really a good turnaround, and he maybe managed to get the sniper kill on it. He's going the way of Faith Beyond.
He's making a beeline towards the jungle. Perhaps looking for the Broodmother, which we'll end up finding.
Oh,
Now the hammer wants to clean up.
They're chasing him.
SF though, yeah, there is a gang on the way. They have the Unleash, the Dispose. It's just a dead Duracho yet again. And a big stack to be able to take too.
Shanku is
feels
just stealing
so
it.
bad.
He's hitting.
Yeah, with the Unleash, he's able to take it.
Yeah, sidekick as well, buffing up the Silencer, who by the way has triple Wraith Band. Like this build on Silencer, we saw the Wraith Band build before, but that was the double Wraith Band. This is even more. No boots even. Triple Wraith Band build. Very curious about this build, but I mean, Silencer does right click a lot, and getting more armor is nice for his survivability, because he has no way to escape, so just tanking up a little bit is nice.
He does have the 10 stolen int on top of that, so this early game going very well for the Silencer. See all these spider babies though. Oh, they walk right past Curry. Oh no! Things are going too well for Y. Now he's not gonna have boots.
Yeah, well, he hasn't needed boots until now. He's 3-1 and 2 without them, so keep playing without boots. There you go. Brute is just helping you out.
That's a very optimistic way of looking at that, sir.
You have to spin stuff positively if you're gonna stay positive in a game like this for a poor little Silencer. There comes the siege though, catapult on the mid lane, pushing up with sniper. Did you fade both the way the quick speed?
Closing the gap on the sniper. He's got himself the Dragon Lance. He can just sit so far back. Sniper will be able to go get the shrapnel though, at least, so that'll be their own way of equalizing.
Yeah, that's a fantastic steal for Rubik. It does a lot of damage, very long cast range as well, and you can just keep mid lane pushed out. Rubik alone can make sure that that lane is not going to push now. Meanwhile, they're starting to mobilize towards the tier 2 bottom, and we have yet to see a top tier 1 fall, but finally Pudge is going to go in, claim it here. 2 swings should do it.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He's already got himself the point booster, has enough to pick up another component of this Agnum Scepter.
Yeah, he's getting closer, and Boom has the Illusion Rune ready, so he has the Poor Man's Manta ready against the Silence, so he can be pretty aggressive right now on his Ember.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And no
Radiant's
tower will
middle
fall.
tower has fallen.
So, Gaimin Gladiators having good control here of this bottom area of the map. They've allowed Ace to be able to farm up, and looks like he's almost completed with a Wraith Pact. But on the flip side of things, Ame getting a little bit of peace and quiet here in the top portion of the Dire jungle, and getting closer and closer to that Agnum Scepter.
Yeah, it's really building up in this game, and I think it will be a big problem if you just let him farm, because a big Pudge, sure, maybe they have the right tools to deal with him eventually, but the problem is, can you deal with him fast enough that the sniper doesn't kill you in the time that it takes to bring down Pudge?
He's just so confident right now. Q standing nearby. Will force the Ember out. Doesn't want to have to deal with Pudge and Marcy. TP still. So they're chasing after Dyrachyo. Yet again, Faith a little bit off the mark. As the rest of the side of Gladiators. Ooh, Q needs to be a bit careful because the rest of the team is closing in. There's the Ignite. Couple of these raises over onto Q. Is just life stealing up back again, but Y will end up dying this time around. And they will get the kill on Q. Turn back around, clean up some of the spiders. Face Beyond, he's fairly tanky, but now he's got Boom chasing after him as well as Ace. Celery just waddling behind. Drop the Wraith Pack. That's BKB being used for the first time, I believe, on Faith Beyond just to escape. Does not want to go down here.
Yeah, he gets out of there, but that was a very nice swoop by Gaimin Gladiators. As Rubik is gonna survive here. No assassinate over on the sniper, going for the no ulti build. Not gonna be able to finish the job against the Rubik. Yeah, overall that was a very good reaction by Gaimin Gladiators, though. Going down bottom and just cleaning up the kills. The Broodmother coming in from behind like that is terrifying. Silencer died. You know, it doesn't matter how many Wraith Bands you have. You're gonna die very quickly when Brood goes on you like that.
Alright, we just need one more component to this Agnum Scepter, and it's in 44 gold. So soon we'll see this Pudge come online.
Yeah, he also got a fantastic drop. He has the Dragon skill in this game, which tanks him up quite a bit. And that's all you want when you Pudge. You have so much HP, but more armor, more magic resistance, anything like that is going to be very useful. They have vision here.
Get hooked in, get a bit of a steal
hook
of the hook
stolen.
over on Tofu, so potential for plays definitely there.
Oh, that's fantastic, though. I think you trade the support for getting the hook on Rubik. That's how good it is. I would happily let someone die for that.
Middle lane gets the hook, pulls him right over into Boom. The follow-up from Fabian is just not fast enough, but the Starbreaker will be able to ensure they get the kill on Ace. Couple slides here from Boom. Gonna back off over on the side of PSG.LGD, and that is more int again, going over to Y. 14 and stolen so far in this game.
It is, but that was also a little bit of a stop to Ame's game. He's been having a pretty free game for, you know, the last like 7, maybe 10 minutes. But that hook from Tofu already showing how useful it can be. He does have Ether Lens, by the way, and he's playing Rubik, so extremely long cast range. Too bad it's not max level, so it does have a little bit increased cooldown. Trying to get vision of the cliff right now. You can see Tofu trying to hug the cliff. There we go, he did it. So yeah, you don't always need to bring a courier over. You can push your hero right into the cliff, and sometimes you just see the ward uphill.
It's a nice little
method
trick
of,
for sure.
Yeah, nice method of dewarding that honestly not too many players actually use as much as they should.
Wraith Pack is complete. Poor Ace is going to be going for the Pipe of Insight to deal with some of this magic damage.
Yeah, pretty standard. The mitigation build on Brood, just survivability and mitigation. Gonna be hard to kill her. We have a smoke coming out from Ame here, going together with Xingqiu and Y. Going towards the SF.
Go for the hook, but the BKB comes out from Dyrachyo almost instantly. It's gonna get a beautiful ultimate off. They'll end up losing Shinki, but Celery also fall. Now the chase is on after Ame. That BKB on Boom doing a bit here. Gonna be able to hold him into place. The hook coming out from Tofu. Who's like, oh, maybe I can get this as my final hit. Nah. Nice try, though.
It's so funny because it's so long range. You can see it coming from miles away. Like, quite literally, it's just sliding in like, can I kill Steel, please? But nope, not gonna get that one. The damage is good enough on Dyrachyo.
And another tower goes down while this is all breaking out. And it looks like they're ready to go for the Roche.
Climbing in with the spiders, and that should be pretty fast as well. And as Punch is still dead for 20, I don't think there's a way for LGD to contest this.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, they're gonna have to deal with this SF having an Aegis now, and with Aegis and BKB, he can start going towards the tier 2 towers and really start opening up the map even more. Yeah, already a line being drawn here. Shadowfiend wants to take down the tier 2 tower top. Faith Beyond, by the way, is going for Aghanims on his Dawnbreaker, so he's trying to build up to have some mitigation against this this right-click SF. But even if he gets it, though, I'm a little bit concerned for how the game is going here.
Oh, why specifically is that reason?
I feel like they have this issue where Ember and Broodmother just charge in, and they're going to be able to get back over on top of the Sniper. Sniper, by the way, did go for the full glass cannon build, so he has the Daedalus now with the Mask of Madness. So his DPS is going to be good. I'm just concerned about his survivability. Perhaps he can get like a shard or something to try and survive.
Yeah, we saw how powerful the shard was earlier today in the game with BetBoom. The
Oh, he did clear it up.
playing.
Yeah, he's actually going for it.
Good, good. That seems like a really good choice, just because of the fact it does give you that little bit more of mobility, and then on top of that, if you are, you know, trying to get these clicks off, it does do a disarm, so pretty value this game, I think. I like the fact that he's opting for it. The spiders, though, are just climbing through, giving all the information, as they're smoked up on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. They're hoping that they can catch them.
Yeah, Broodmother is now going in a little bit here, but I don't think they can really take the tier 2 mid. They're running down bottom. It's Jinq with a spider. GG staying very mobile here on the Gaimin Gladiators.
They realize that there's
position.
no Marcy, so they can jump in. In fact, that's exactly what they're planning on doing. A little bit of a
Watch out for
pressure over
Sniper.
onto Y. He's just absolutely dead. But there it is. There's the hook coming into play. And Sniper, with all this glass cannon damage, if they don't have a way to close the gap, it is just so strong. And there it is. There's the false Solar Guardian with the Ags coming in hot.
That was
The rest
some
of the
serious overconfidence right there. They're like, oh, just a silencer, but that is a calculated play by Y. He's not standing there just because he's like, oh, you know, maybe I'm out of position. But he's baiting that very intentionally so that his sniper on the high ground can just deal all the damage. Sniper uncontested, destroyed them there. Daedalus, Mask of Madness, and nobody chasing after him. That was the dream situation for him.
The question is, will they fall for something like that again, or are they going to be much more mindful, as there is the concussive grenade now on Nothing to Say.
Yeah, he's also going for the Hurricane Pike next, so going for that double mobility play that we also saw in the first matchup today. I forget which teams. It's all a blur today. We were watching, was it Soniqs versus BetBoom that they did?
Yeah, it was the BetBoom. The Hawk was playing, the sniper. He had an incredible game, him and Laurel.
Exactly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, we'll see if it's Sniper's day today. It seems like he certainly had a good team fight there and gonna be happy for the moment. But over on the side of Gaimin Gladiators, they're farming up pretty fast as well. Taking some stack right now on SF. Going for his own Daedalus.
Yeah, still neck and neck, less than 1k net worth going over the way to Gaimin Gladiators, but they're going to smoke up on the side of PSG.LGD. We'll see what they can find. This is a very necessary thing when you have this many spiders litter the map. Look at all these guys.
Yeah, but that smoke is going to be revealed precisely by that. I mean, you can run past the spiders, but the fact that everything is empty, this is a big tell right now.
Right.
Gaimin Gladiators, they don't see anyone, and they see the entire map, so something is up.
Yeah, they're grouped up. There's the immediate jump over onto Celery. It's a quick pick off. They would like to grab themselves this Rubik, but not going to be able to quite do it as they do buy back. They're looking to fight Jinq punching away, but again, here we go. Solar Guardian coming to play. They want to get rid of Ace as fast as possible, and they will be able to find it. Global Silence is going to get used. They're trying to finish off Nothing to Say, and they just don't manage to do it. Okay, there it is. There's the final hit. They're going to just burst down Dyrachyo, burst down Tofu, and the chase is on to Celery. This is not looking like he's going to be able to survive this, as they do have the Starbreaker. It will connect. Need to find him, though. They'll just chop down all the trees using the hammer. Jinq is just tanking the tower, and that'll be a team wipe for the Gaimin Gladiators.
That was a good targeting idea by Gaimin Gladiators to realize that you can't ignore Sniper after the last teamfight. Of course, that's probably the biggest thing than Tone themselves, but they have more problems than that. This is a pretty damn big Dawnbreaker, and her ulti shielded her team so well there. SF tries to right-click, but 60% evasion because of the Dawnbreaker ulti. He couldn't actually do any damage for a very long time. A nice play by Boom, does almost bring down the sniper on his own, but his team coming in to try and finish the job just get brought down by the onslaught of LGD.
I like watching the cams afterward. Ame has this great big smile on his face. It's clear that he and his team are having a great time this game.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Ame is having a good time over at TI. I mean, this man in TI, he always seems to play really well at TI. He's had like second placements twice. He's been third place as well. He always plays outstanding at TI, but has not yet secured himself the TI victory.
Yeah, it's always the oh, shouldn't Q? Pop of the BKB. No, they're just gonna run away. It's always a bridesmaid, never the bride syndrome for Ame, unfortunately, and he is so gosh darn good at playing Dota 2, but he has not been able to get himself a TI title yet. Perhaps this
Yeah,
will be
he's
his
very,
year.
very
hoping
widely
that,
regarded as one of the best, or if not the best, carry player.
Oh yeah. I'm sure Faith Beyond would love that, considering that this is, I believe, his last year. Although Dota players say that all the time, saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna retire," and then they show back up again. So still would be
Spider's
nice.
chasing on Y, so he thinks better of going into his own jungle, as it's a little bit intimidating. But no, you're certainly right. Dota players and retiring, there are a lot of players who retired like 2-3 times, you know, but they always come back.
Bottom tower getting taken by the side of Gaimin Gladiators in a good position here, in case anybody comes in. But it doesn't look like they're interested in defending over on the side of PSG.LGD.
It's gonna be difficult to
Lord, hitting those buildings.
gonna be difficult to defend when they already have sieged up with vision from all these spiders. Ace doing a fantastic job keeping vision for his team. Meanwhile, though, LGD are no slouches. They immediately go towards the tier 2 tower of their own. So they're gonna get forced back home soon, but they will be able to take the tower and then react. Some damage being done though before they're there. SF.
They need to get here pretty fast.
Tower's fallen.
They smoke up over on the side of PSG.LGD.
Gets
He
the
managed
hook.
to go get the hook off over onto Ace, and there's going to be the global sign. Shinky jumping onto the back lines. We'll be able to remove Tofu very, very quickly. Ace just getting clicked away by Silencer, and now Duracho is going to have to BKB teleport out.
Yeah, they were late to defend, so they do lose the tier 3 tower, but they get kills.
Hoping he can get his hands on Boom, but Boom's a little bit too fast with those remnants.
Oh, he got the nice drop as well on Ame. He got the Cloak of Flames over on him as well. And he has the BKB completed, so 9-second BKB is ready. And Blink Dagger, he's really looking ready to fight now. Ame is monstrously strong, and then you have, of course, the sniper right behind him.
Yeah, and Ice Frog just really wants Ame to have a good game, right? He got the Dragon Scale earlier, now he's got the Cloak of Flames. A double damage rune is going to spawn bottom here. Oh, nothing to say, not looking to pick it up.
Bottom.
Oh, he's waiting for the
They're
ball.
passing it over, yeah. That's Jinkyu buying a bottle, by the way. It's interesting. So he actually bought a bottle for just holding the value runes, I suppose. I can't
it.
remember how early he picked that up, but that's actually his.
Faith Beyond and Boom just kind of poking each other down here, realizing that probably can't kill one another.
Ame looking to take over a little bit more of the map here, just moving in very confidently. He's tanky enough, and he knows that he has Dawnbreaker ulti ready in case something happens. Dawnbreaker, who by the way is just 100 gold away from finishing a full assault cuirass, so she's going to be incredibly hard to bring down then, even for something like Shadowfiend.
I mean,
Oh, he
Faith
changed
Beyond-
his mind. Oh. Yeah, sorry. The SF is going for MKB instead. He's had enough of this evasion. He's ready for fighting now.
That's fair. They are smoked up though over on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Marcy getting spotted, that long-range telekinesis, but Ame joining in, grabbing up Duracho, and the Solar Guardian coming into play with these pulses, with the stun, will be able to take out Duracho. Now, Boom, he's silenced up, he's not going to be able to stay alive. PSG.LGD, they are just running over them right now. Don't have the hook available, but they do have the rebound over onto Marcy, seeing if they can grab anyone else. Do manage to teleport out on the Ogre, but that was a very fast hit from the side of PSG.LGD.
Yeah, they just so confidently blink on top of the SF with the Pudge, and after that, there's not really much he can do to try and reposition himself. Of course, he had the MKB to hit during the Solar Guardian, but the Solar Guardian was also during the Dismember, so his team can only just sit and watch as he gets murdered there. They did get a good steal though. Tofu is prepared now with the stolen dismember, but the global silence, I believe, stopped him from being able to save his teammate too.
We get that replay. As everybody else tries to get out of the circle, but they still have the Ratio stuck in there. And then the silence. So much. They just wipe up the two cores. And now we've got the Aegis picked up for Sniper. Nothing to say. Very, very dangerous. It's hard for them to break through the line to get to the Sniper, especially when you have Faith Beyond being able to also provide that shield using the Solar Guardian. So
yeah, it looks very, very clean cut from here. It's 12,000 gold lead, but it also seems very, very binary. Like either you have the tools to kill down the Sniper even though Punch is there, or you don't. And it feels like they just straight up don't. So I'm not really certain how Gaimin Gladiators can turn this, but I think it has to be around the Dismember on Rubik. You have to set up some form of bait.
I see Shin-Q over here. Oh, they've got the Spinner Snare. There's the Remnant 4. This should be just a dead Shin-Q, and the Solar Guardian still coming into play. They want to be a part of this, because they do have the high ground over here on Nothing to Say, but looks like they will back off, and that was the BKB that got used by Faith Beyond in that last engagement.
It's a good timing to immediately go again, and that's exactly what we're gonna see Gaimin Gladiators do. Now with Dawnbreaker ulti down, there's also no Marcy. It's a good time to make a move out. Quick note on the Broodmother Aghanim Scepter. It's a very good ability, but it's usually easier to get value out of if you take control of the map. When you're on your back foot, it's very hard to utilize, but if they get to move up here, he could set some really big snares.
PSG.LGD grouping up over towards the high ground area. Don't have Marcy for another 14 seconds. They are holding on to the Aegis though. Still have about 3 minutes left on that, so are feeling still fairly in control. That Spinner Snare coming into play again. They pick it out.
Yeah, he's able to set up some good deep snares
I hate
now.
this thing.
It's a very frustrating ability to play against because you can't really do anything about it. You can't smoke through it. You know,
Can't destroy it.
Yeah, you can't destroy it, can't attack it, you can't see it. It's literally invisible.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. As we see right here, right now, Sport
Yeah,
Heroes.
the entire team.
PSG.LGD stuck in the snare. Well, we know where they are now, huh?
It's so funny. They also get pinged on the map, so there's a little ping going on like bing bing. They have stepped in your trap. Best smoke
Intruder
detector
alert!
ever.
Intruder alert!
Oh, silencer?
Why's dead?
Why?
Maybe? No? He's
just
very...
smoked.
I thought for sure that he was getting a little too close there, but no, it's fine, alright.
Yeah, apparently
Probably
he gets
gonna
away
walk
with
into one of these snares at some point, because they're just everywhere.
Sniper just can't move. He keeps triggering these snares.
Can you force staff out of them?
You can. You're just rooted is the problem.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're rooted and you're gonna take damage. Sniper's gonna walk over one more soon. Oh.
Yep.
There we go.
There it is.
And then you just sit there. Notice me, he says.
Blink Dagger is completed though for Faith Beyond. Having an amazing game. 8-0 on 13 currently. You know the game is going well when your abilities are becoming... Blink Dagger is completed though for Faith Beyond. Having an amazing game. 8-0 on 13 currently. You know the game is going well when your abilities are becoming such a bother that they build MKBs against you.
Yeah, that's certainly true. Especially when he wanted to build a Daedalus already. Already had the Crystallis, but he's gonna go back for the Daedalus after. He wants both.
You have to go home. There's a creep wave in their base. You have the stolen shrapnel though, so you have to push back a little bit.
Meanwhile, the Boom is also split pushing. He has double catapult wave with him.
We'll push out the fortification.
Dawn can defend. She can join her team, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're
Cyber just able to
pushing
sit
up.
so far back. It's really difficult. We'll get the lift.
Catapult wave with him.
We'll push out the fortification.
Dawn can defend. She can join her team, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're
Cyber just able to
pushing
sit
up.
so far back. It's it's really difficult. We'll get the lift off, but it's gonna slow him down a little bit.
This is some annoying siege. 45 seconds on Aegis and Sniper. They do not want to take the engagement into it.
There are multiple heroes down here trying to put the pressure onto this bottom area. FaithBN doesn't quite land the Starbreaker. They have the spinner snare. BKB is up though, so he's gonna give a little bit of a chase, but at the end of the day, he's done his job. He's protected.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Y is just down, dropping some deep vision down in the enemy ancient area.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Oh, Ame is in. He blinked forward.
Ame goes for the hook, doesn't manage to quite land it. They'll drop the Wraith Pact, but in comes nothing to say. He's sitting so far back. Should be able to get a couple clicks off necessary to finish off the Wraith Pact. There's the silence. So they managed to get the kill on Celery.
Oh, he actually, yeah, he kills off Ogre on his own.
Yep. And, yeah.
So, at the start of that fight, by the way, Sniper was just laying into the Broodmother. He actually may have, like, small griefed himself by one talent here. He has the knockback distance on the headshot talent, and when you're chasing someone, it honestly backfires really hard on you, because you push them so far away from you. So Ace managed to escape there, and greatly was due to the help of the knockback being increased in distance. Because he shoots so fast, and, you know, with take aim, every single hit is just pushing the enemy farther and farther away. Still probably a worth talent to take overall though, but there are scenarios when it definitely you would wish that you could not push them while you're hitting them like that.
In the mid lane, Ame jumped, lift off. Solar Guardian though, again, coming into play as they're gonna get the hook up over onto Dyrachyo, and the follow-up, it's too much healing. They're not able to get enough damage to finish off this pudge as they take down Ace. Next, Celery tries to run away, will get disposed. Boom. He's gonna just use that BKB, get himself back into the base as they buy back on Celery. I'm not sure this is gonna be enough though. I feel like they need these other two heroes to try to keep them out of his base.
He bought his Daedalus, so he doesn't have it.
Rubik, having stolen his own Solar Guardian's gonna just play around with it over back here. But yeah, I don't know. They buy back on the Broodmother. They do get a steal on the Rubik. This is just take aim. Not the best, but
yeah, that's definitely his saddest spell. He can walk up and maybe get a hit off. It's totally worth it.
Trying to get vision here, perhaps get up.
He is gonna go
jump in immediately here. Will be able to put the pressure over on Stone and the hook back over onto Boom. There's so much damage coming out from the Sniper. He is forced to run away. They get a kill, they got a hook. Shadow Fiend's gonna be up in about 19 seconds. No Rubik for 45. Should be able to do some decent damage. Over on Stone and the hook back over onto Boom. There's so much damage coming out from the Sniper. He is forced to run away. They get a kill, they got a hook. Shadow Fiend's gonna be up in about 19 seconds. No Rubik for 45. Should be able to do some decent damage. Another spinner snare getting tossed out. But this is the end of the middle racks, and they'll shift their attention now up to the top lane.
Yeah, very structure push. Very hard to stop this. It's so forceful. And now there's a lot of farm back in base, but Dawnbreaker can just go and take that. She has ulti to rejoin the team. They can go and check if Roshan is going to spawn already, as he is able to spawn right around now is the fastest. And it's a 5-second spawn. He spawns immediately. Rush. Yeah.
That's where Soniqs is headed. Take a peek over into this pit area, perhaps? No? Alright, over on the back line, so they do manage to get a straggler. Why still sitting there, so will end up dying.
He was sitting there because he sat in a web. It was, again, the spinner's snare.
Oh, God. These stupid webs.
Very difficult to play around, and, you know, can't really blame him for getting caught out there. He was just sticking around for a little bit and then could not move anymore.
Overwhelming blink completed now for Ame. It's going to be very nice when he jumps into 3 heroes like he did earlier into the base. And they do a scan. They know that they're hanging. Oh god, Celery just evaporates because they're just ripping through this Roshan. Nothing to say, gets himself another Aegis. We get a refresher shard on the Marcy and the cheese. It's likely handing the cheese over to Pudge. Yep, that's exactly the play.
Pudge also about to hit level 25 in just a little bit here. He only needs 500 experience more. We'll get that dismember damage and heal talent, making him really, really powerful.
Boom trying to do a little bit of split pushing again.
Yeah, it's hard though to get any value out of it because he just loses the 1v1 against Faith Dion. He's too strong. Punches in.
Middle lane, Ace.
Hopefully got to steal. He can dismember people now, so he saves Ace. Yeah, this is 29,000 gold lead for LGD. I seriously think the only way they can bring this back possibly is by going on the sniper and then using dismember from Rubik to try and save whoever gets focused. But even then, I'm not sure if their damage output is fast enough. And Pudge is going to be there to eat whoever tries to focus sniper.
That is a very tall order. Faith Beyond getting closer and closer to the Abyssal Blade too, so Boom has to be very careful when he's going for these split push. He knows that he's not going to win the 1v1, but if Faith Beyond can be sneaky enough about it, could potentially end up losing his life.
Yeah, they're just sieging up S5 now, and they also, of course, have the global silence ready. Everything is ready for the side of LGD.
Final
begins.
power and wraps. Spinner snare, very annoying, but again, nothing to say. More than happy to sit this far back. The rest of his team surrounding him. Look at the lift up with the immediate follow-up here from Dyrachyo. They've got the Solar Guardian. It's going to be coming in hot as they're going to jump onto nothing to say. They do manage to get the Aegis, but now Boom, this is not looking good for him now because he is just totally separated. He will end up falling. No buyback for 70-something seconds. Ame over here on the side gets the hook off with the pushback from Dyrachyo, but the follow-up here from Faith Beyond. He ends up getting snapped up by Tofu. We'll spit him back up, but they've already lost Ace.
Tofu is just trying to save his team. He has the telekinesis, throws the ogre back, but they're losing their racks. Everything is crumbling.
That is Magus. No Broodmother and no Ember. Again, the jump from Ame. Trying to find these openings, and he's a good distraction because he gets a dismember off, and there's two double kill now. Team wipe from Gaimin Gladiators. They call GG.
Very strong performance here by LGD, and we have such a flawless game by Faith Dion, by the way. He's 9-0 and 18. Absolutely outstanding play by Dawnbreaker. That was... I said early when we saw the Broodmother in the first phase of the pick phase that, oh, they could do Dawnbreaker here, something that we've seen before, you know, into Silencer, or with Silencer and into Broodmother. They do go for it.